Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It depends on when you watch this video. So as I speak, it is evening somewhere. It may be afternoon somewhere. You may be watching us in the morning. Yes, it is all normal. Welcome to People's Rights channel on YouTube. Thanks for always watching us. So for those of you who keep asking where I'm shooting the video from, we are currently at Jocent Fashion House at the Kumasi City Mall, Jocent Fashion House. Yes, you can call 0244 and make your order. All these shoes that you are looking at, the foot, everything is here. It's Jocent Fashion House. Now we have an interesting story, and this is an exclusive one. I've told you about this boy called Hafiz Ibrahim, who is a holding midfielder. He can play as a central midfielder. In fact, today, in an exclusive interview, this interview is exclusive to Pepe Suarez channel. It is exclusive to us. And we spoke to Hafiz in the Black Galaxies camp. Yes, they are currently in camp and they'll be playing Nigeria on Sunday. And he spoke to us exclusively. The boy has told us about how he started football, where he started, the positions he has played. Then he told us about the real story you want to listen to, the Kotoko interest. And that is what we are bringing to you exclusively here on this channel in this particular video. So it is an exclusive interview with Hafiz Ibrahim, young boy who plays his club football for Atram Visa in the Division 1 League, but he's a permanent member of almost all the national teams that his age has permitted. So he was part of the under 23 team, the Black Meteors, that failed to qualify for the Olympic Games last year. And then he's part of the Black Galaxies preparing to take on Nigeria on Sunday at the Accra Sports Stadium, and the return leg will be played in a week's time. Now, let's go and listen to Hafiz Ibrahim when he spoke specifically about his favorite positions and how he started football. So Hafiz tells us that he started football as a right back, and then he later played as a DM, a holding midfielder, then a central midfielder. In fact, he says he can also play as a creative midfielder. So for him, all the three midfield positions, whether as a holding midfielder, as a central midfielder, or as a creative midfielder, he can play. And then he can also double up as a right back. Is it the ideal replacement for Justice Blay? Justice plays as a right back, as a center back, and as a DM. This boy says he can play as a right back, as a DM, as a CM, and as an AM. Listen to what Hafiz told us exclusively when he spoke to Pepe Suarez channel on YouTube. Listen to what Hafiz Ibrahim said.
About defensive midfield. But I made my ball offensive, made my ball central. Made my ball central, made my sabo right back. Like my boss said Michael listen, but I retired, you know. Yeah. Already for already there made the Modric there na abeka is there no waka boom. Inshallah, inshallah. But that's it. That's it. That's it, boss.
So that is Hafiz Ibrahim and what he had to say about the positions that he plays. And he says he has two players as his role model. In Ghana, he chooses Michael Essien. And then when he goes global, he says Luka Modric. So he tells you that yes, he's creative and he's defensive. Other than that, Michael Essien is a typical holding midfielder, and then Luka Modric is a typical creative midfielder or a central midfielder. So for him to choose Michael Essien as the Ghanaian that he idolized, his idol is Michael Essien, and then he chooses Luka Modric means that he can play all the positions that he spoke about. Now we want to talk specifically about Kotoko. Listen, Hafiz tells me that yes, he traveled with Kotoko to the US, to DC, to play that game. And it was there that Prosper Nate Ogum told him that they are interested in him. He says Kotoko has been his childhood dream and he would want to play for Asante Kotoko. And I can tell you that the boy is willing and ready to play for Kotoko. Take a listen and look at what he said in that particular video interview he had with Pepe Suarez channel.
Kotoko ne de me kra ma hu bebre o Facebook ntino. Ye de we be say adwuma na me ye. Ti ma be approach me bia me de me bo. De yan me wo for Kotoko ne de me ne omo call America na coach ne me kasa say o pese me ba Kotoko na me so when dey sa dey a one me boss atram nko kasa me dey me player ntino. One ne nko kasa. Nti from there me nyan hu ana me nyan ti say obi afre me ana this is what me hu ya say Facebook and na mo say Kotoko pe me. So me chom omo ba there me ni problem.
Right. So that is the exclusive interview we had with Hafiz Ibrahim, linked to Asante Kotoko, and that he's ready to play for the Porcupine Warriors. Now, he also spoke about the Black Galaxies. I'll bring you that in a different one because it was a lengthy interview that we had with him. But I know for the Kotoko supporters, this is where you were looking for. Let me tell you what you did not hear in the video. Hafiz tells me that he has agreed personal terms with Asante Kotoko. So between Asante Kotoko and Hafiz Ibrahim, they have agreed personal terms. Now it is left with Asante Kotoko and Atram Visa. Remember, I told you this earlier that Atram Visa, he sells his players for quite good money. So there was a time he was demanding for around $35,000 from Asante Kotoko. You remember that transfer with former right back of Kotoko, Christopher Neti. He was demanding for around 35,000 US dollars. So that is how Atram sells his players. He has a ready market outside of Ghana where the players goes to play. And so if you want his player in Ghana, you need to pay good money for Atram Visa. And that is exactly how he's going about this particular one with Asante Kotoko. So I can tell you on authority that between Kotoko and Hafiz, an agreement has been found. The boy is ready, willing, and he's accepted Kotoko's terms. What Kotoko are yet to do is to find an agreement with Atram Visa, which the IMC chairman Nana Pinkra, coach Kwesi Appiah, the sporting director, and everybody involved at Kotoko are doing everything possible to bring the young boy in. I know that you may be wondering if they are bringing in a replacement for Justice Blay. He's a player playing for the national team, and he starts when the Black Galaxies played Togo. He started in that particular game, and I can tell you on authority that on Sunday at the Accra Sports Stadium, he will start for Ghana when it is that we play Nigeria. It was an interesting interview with the young man called Hafiz Ibrahim. Thank you for always watching us. We are grateful.